Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the channel. It's been a little while, but people have been, oh, the doggy scared the crap out of me. People have been asking what's been going on, why have we been not recording lately, and that's simply put, the weather in Perth has been horrible. It's unusual, definitely the coldest weather I can remember ever in Perth for some time, as I don't usually wear anything but shorts and a t-shirt, but I've been wearing jumper and long pants a lot. Now, got a big problem here. We are at Mount Richon Heights, or Richon Heights you can call it. I think it's just Richon Heights, and the hills are incredible. So you'll probably see me fast forwarding a bit when I'm going up these type of hills, especially this one. Maybe not, we'll see. Simply because there's dogs all over the place. Simply because they're so steep that I cannot get up there. But we'll do a bit of walking. We'll probably do that now. Save a bit of battery. And we'll get up to the top here. But I did a little bit of a reconnaissance. Actually, we're going to go left first, because we'll save it for a little bit later. Did a bit of reconnaissance before I started, just checking out the area, which way I was going to go. And already I've made a change. And I've seen something that is a little bit special, and I want to kind of leave that to the very end, so hopefully we'll see that. Why am I at Mount Richon Heights, or Richon Heights? People want to know, no doubt. Simply because people, often think Armadale, they think poor area, everyone's broke. Housing prices wouldn't suggest that, but that is generally what people's thoughts are on Armadale. But this area, Richon Heights, is 1 kilometre from the Armadale Centre. And you would not believe it. Wowzers. There's a big area of water over there. I don't know if that's because it's been flooded here lately. Like I said, it's been cold. It's because there's been a lot of rain. Very possible that's what that was, but there's quite a few creeks around here as well. Anyway, I'll get back to what I was saying, and now I might have to walk up this hill and see. Is this area is what you would call the rich area of Armadale? And yes, there is a rich area of Armadale, because this is where the millionaires live. You can call this the Millionaires playground of Armadale. There's roughly just over 2,000 people in this small area. It is only a very small area, but it's on the Armadale Hills, on the side of the hill. And what an area it is. Hopefully that sun, when we look back into the hill, let's have a quick look now. Hopefully that sun doesn't destroy the camera view. Just look at that view. Yeah, it's pretty sunny. There's a lot of dogs around here. I feel like it's security purposes, these dogs. Another thing is there's no footpaths or bike paths. That's generally because, like I said, it's very hilly. So not too many people are going to be walking or biking up here, because you'd be crazy to do so. So they call me crazy. Here we are. So I was looking earlier, and there have been a number of houses sold here, well over $1 million in the last year, and 1.5 million, 1.2 million, some of these houses. Again, not something you would think when you hear the word Armadale. All right, this hill, it just keeps going, and it's just unfortunately steeper and steeper. So I don't like my chances of getting too far on the scooter. But I want to try and get us to the very top of Richon Heights. So you can see the view up there. And like I said, I came up here earlier just to see my route of which way I was going to go, and I saw something pretty special for people who aren't, especially who aren't from Australia. Hopefully they're still here. May not be, because I may have spooked them off. We'll see. Not where they were exactly. Well, there you go. Look out in front of us. Hopefully you've seen that. Hopefully we can get a little bit closer before they run away. I'll try and speed this up a little because this is a large hill and I'm walking it. Unfortunately, I've left my car at the bottom of the hill. There's no way I wanted to do this twice. But you can see in front of us on the right there next to the tree, that'd be Mummy staring straight at us, telling us to stay away from her baby. So we won't get too close. Look at her. Okay. There's a little bit of bush area here on the right. It's just where they're hiding, taking solace. But this area, like I said, just on the bottom of this hill is Armadale, Southwest Highway. So we're not far from suburbia at all. But if you come up here, especially at night time, you will see kangaroos everywhere. Whew. That's just very steep hill. Very steep hill. All right, we're gonna quietly just say hello. Okay. Not too close. She's cautious, but not upset with us just yet. Like I said, come up here later on this evening, which we'll do. If you hang on to the end of the video, I'll do a drive-by. I'm not going to come up on the scooter because we've already seen it, but it's also not easy. Now I'm going to have to continue that little walk. I felt like, oh, that was just me taking a break. All right, so we'll continue. But yeah, you come up at night time and you will see littered all over people's front lawns, kangaroos all over the place. They're very friendly creatures. They are more cautious than anything. So they're not going to attack you. If you run up on them, especially that one there. So she had a youngster with her. Not a Joey, but definitely a child. She will attack you back if she feels threatened. So yeah, just keep space, give them plenty of space. They'll be fine, you'll be fine. And you'll be able to get some great pictures if that's what you want. So thankfully I was able to get back on the scooter because I was starting to die up that hill. But we're getting towards the top now of Richon Heights, and you can just see how crazy these houses are. There's one up on the top left of the hill that I believe is the most expensive one here. I think that was one I was talking about earlier, which is 1.5 mil. Sold last year. Yeah, it's just a crazy area that when you first think Armadale, you wouldn't think Millionaires and you wouldn't think these lavish houses and beautiful scenery. I'm starting to slow down, which Didn't think we'd have trouble getting up this little hill, but for some reason we are. Walking for a little bit, but we're almost to the top of the hill now. This hill doesn't actually feel that bad. I don't know why the scooter's decided it doesn't want to go up. Try again. All right. So this is the very top of Richon Heights, and we'll turn around and have a look at the view. Imagine living up here. The fresh air is amazing up here. It just feels so clean, so easy to breathe. It's wonderful. There we go. To the top of the hill now. Sorry about the sun. I've probably come out too late. It's nearly 5 p.m. on a Friday. But yeah, it's a massive, it's a great view. Simple as that. Some of these houses, like these ones, are built on stilts. Built on stilts, very cool. Flies up here. All right, well that's the top of the hill, Richon Heights. Just in a hurry to get home. Lovely, lovely area. We'll have a bit more of a look on the way down. I think I'm probably glad I decided to do it this way. Go to the top of the hill first because well, the battery probably would have struggled towards the end, but I would have struggled. My battery would have been dead trying to climb up that hill. So if you look directly in front of us now, you'll see Perth City. That is Perth City, CBD. That's about 35 kilometers from here. It's crazy, isn't it? What a view. I do wonder how long some of these houses, like especially this one on the left here, I'm gonna have to look it up. I wonder how long they've held these houses for, because you can't see people like this leaving this area. Their typical age for up here is 50 to 59, so generally retirees or early retirees that obviously have a lot of money so they can retire a bit earlier. So you wouldn't think that they'd be moving too often. Just look at that house on the top of the hill there. Crazy. Beautiful house. What a stunning area. I don't know if you think so, but this kind of reminds me of being at the top of the hills in Los Angeles, looking out over the valley. If anyone's been or anyone's from Los Angeles, maybe you can tell us. Continue on. It's going to be a fairly short video because, like I said, this area is not massive. But like I said, we'll come back later and show you at night time what it looks like on people's lawns as the ducks get excited. Like I said, there's no footpaths or bike paths up here, but not incredibly populated, so there's not a lot of traffic, so I'm not worried about riding on the road. It's not really a problem. Don't think you'll see the police up here very often. So we're going to start heading down the hill now. You can just see up ahead of us how good that view is as you come down the hill. I did make it a little difficult with the sun. So so perhaps the time of this video is not great. Like I said, the weather's been so bad, I have not been able to come out because every day off I've had, it's just been raining all day long. So I haven't had a chance. It's a bit of a shame, but I wanted to do this one for a while just to show you the rich side of Armadale. So we're at the bottom, well, the top of Southwest Highway, and you go across Southwest Highway and you run into our house. So that's how close we really are to everything. And Armadale is just to the right, about 1 kilometre away from here. That grass there on the right, that's where you'll see a lot of kangaroos later on. Which is actually interesting because they got quite a big, scary looking dog. So I do wonder if they'll still be there with that big dog. We're down this way, I reckon this is probably the cheaper side of Richon Heights. But it's still, I believe the average price, average home price around here for 745,000, and that was a few years ago, I think. So the price of houses has gone up a fair bit in the last couple of years. So you're looking at over 800 for anything even down this way, I reckon. A lot of ducks around. I don't know why there's so many ducks, but it must be a dam or lake or something fairly close. Yeah, there's one right there, as I say that. It's like a bit of a lake, or, sorry, a little dam thing, I don't know. Well, we'll go back and have a look. So we're running into a bit of a dead end here, but some of these views are crazy. It's just these lovely houses and crazy views. That one on the top of the hill that we just looked at just then probably wouldn't be the best because it looks like that view's kind of blocked up, but it's just in direct sunlight as well. I can't even see coming down this hill, so you know, it sucked being there, to be honest. There is a bit of a dam in here. It's pretty wet, so we're not going to go all the way in. We'll just quickly show you what I'm talking about. So, I'm not entirely sure what that is, and what its purpose is. Yeah, bit of a dam there. All right, let's head back. Ugh. But I suppose it's probably where the ducks hang out, and why there's so many around this area. As we come back around here, just have a look up that hill on the left. See the crazy views that you get. And just remember, this is Armadale, essentially Armadale. I definitely call this Armadale. Yeah, just have a look up that hill on our left. Pretty stunning. We'll go around this way as well, because there is a bit more to it. It's not just those couple of streets, but this part as well. And it does go over the top in a flat area up the top, but there's far less population up there. There's only a couple of large properties, but that's not too much else up there, so there's no point going right up there. But we'll go as far as the scooter will allow us to before we start rolling back down the hill again, just so you can see the sort of housing that's up on this side as well. Just look at that on the left. Wow, beautiful houses, stunning houses. That's crazy. This is the sort of thing you'd expect to see in, like Kalamunda and things like that. You wouldn't expect to see them in just behind Armadale. Give it a little push and see if we can get a bit further, because we're pretty much at the top of this hill. So from here, we're pretty much smooth sailing. And we'll just go a little bit further. Oh, we're nearly there. Nearly safe. Excellent. This side definitely looks like, oh, there's a bunny. Go bunny, Mr. Bunny. He had a big stride on him, that guy. All sorts of wildlife up here, galahs, ducks, huge birds all over the place, kangaroos, of course Mr. Bunny. Whoa, look at that house. I feel like we're doing a Beverly Hills tour up here. Not really invading people's privacy, we're just saying hello from outside the gate. Crazy. Big house. Definitely feels out of place. Yeah, I was trying to say, this side of the hill definitely feels like a much larger property. Oh, there's that house on the top of the hill. Wowzers. I'll try and get a video of that on the Pocket. You won't be able to see it on the Osmo, but I'll just try and get it on the way back. You can't see it. We actually, a couple of years ago during Christmas, we could see lights at the top of the hill and they looked so good, Christmas lights. They looked so good that we wanted to find them. So we came up here and we found that you actually just couldn't get to the house. And then we eventually made our way to it. I say you couldn't get there, you could, but we couldn't figure it out, how to get there. And to be honest, right now, I wouldn't even be able to tell you how to get there either, but couldn't figure out how to get there. Eventually we managed to find it. Somehow, I think we just stumbled on it then. It turns out the lights were on the back of the house, so that's why we could see it from our house overlooking the hill, but couldn't see it when we actually got to the house, because it was on the opposite side. And the opposite side of the house, as you'll see in the video, completely overlooks the whole hill, the whole valley. Call it a valley, but it sounds by America. Come up here just earlier, there's a lady blowing her leaves off, looking at me as though, what the hell was I doing up here? Could tell I didn't belong. I come up in the car, and the car doesn't look like a out-of-place car, so I thought that'd be all right. This place here has got three houses for one driveway. Must be a serious property. There's a creek in there. Pretty cool little creek. Ooh. Not entirely sure where it leads to. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little creek. Could almost start thinking this is, what's that movie called? Wolf Creek. A version of Wolf Creek up here. But we're not in the countryside, we are in suburbia. Just, woo, does not feel like it in the slightest. Keep running over things on the road, which I really don't want to run over, but I can't see them because the sun is hammering me in the face. Can't see directly in front of me. So I'm not going to go left. There's one, the hill's too damn big. And two, there's not much up there. It's just pretty much exactly what we just saw. The larger houses, but there's not much there. So that's pretty much Mount Richon. I keep saying Mount Richon. This is not Mount Richon, by the way. Mount Richon is a little bit from here. Still very large houses and a nice, it is on the side of the hill, but this is Richon Heights. I tried to find out why it was called Richon Heights specifically. I couldn't really find anything. But, I mean, it's pretty obvious. All the houses are built at the height of the hills. Let's see if you can see that house up there. At the very top. That's the house I was talking about. They had the Christmas lights on it. What a crazy house that is. I think that's the house. I think I might have mentioned earlier that even planes come flying over here, which I was unaware of, but I can see a plane coming towards us up there. One went past a moment ago as well. But I said that the house on the other side was the one that was most expensive, but I think that is the one up the top of the hill, right in front of us, at the very top there. Crazy house. Now, very cool. But yeah, look at these houses, just very, very cool houses. For those of you who keep asking what scooter I ride, there he is. The Segway Max G3. Great scooter. Got great suspension, good power. The deck feels great, nice and spacey. Yeah, it's just a great scooter. A little bit dirty because we walked through the mud before. Nice little screen. It's a very fancy machine. Yeah, there you go. It's even got indicators. Make a cool noise. How cool is that? All right, let's continue our journey. We haven't got much left. Bit easier getting up these little hills, thankfully. So that is Richon Heights. That is all of it. What I'll do is we'll go to the bottom of this hill, which is your entrance into Richon Heights, and we'll have a look. So again, look directly in front of us. You can see Perth City way off in the distance there, 35 kilometres away. Still, you can see it amazingly. If you can come up here during the fireworks shows, get a good view. Alright, so this down here is the entrance to Richon Heights. Even as you turn in, there's another little dam just here on the left as well. There's quite a few of these dams. I wonder where it all goes to, what they use it for. So this is Southwest Highway, as I mentioned, to the left, you're heading towards Byford, and to the right, you're heading to Armadale, which is just a short kilometre away. We used to be able to turn left just there, and our house is just over the railway line, but they've taken that road away, which is rather annoying. But yeah, this is our view heading up this hill into Richon Heights, and just what a view it is. You can actually see that house from here as well. That stunning big house on the right. So I'm actually going to chuck the drone up as well, so you'll be able to see some really cool little aerial videos, aerial views of the area. That's it. That is all of Richon Heights. Like I said, it's not a large area, just over 2,000 people population. But these you would call the rich folk of Armadale. We'll just head around here for one last little view. Say hello to the little beast on the left as we go past. Hello, beast. The Black Beauty. Some really nice, fancy, modern houses up here too. I actually come up here earlier as well, just like I said, just getting a scope of things, see where to go. And I noticed this up here, and I thought it was just a random drive-through, but it's not. It's actually a driveway to someone's house. So Pretty cool. Another creek down there. Just what a beautiful area it is, really, isn't it? Lots of magpies going about their day. And again, another stunning view to look at on the way down. Thankfully that sun's over on the right hand side, so it's not so bad. We'll quickly head up here and see if we can make it up. This is a beautiful house, wow. Marvelous. Crazy. Two lovely houses there. Look very new. This street looks very new. These houses are all quite new, but not sure. I'll find some information on it. I'll show you on the screen, show you how much they sold for, or say they're being built, to be honest. Very fancy. Alright, well, that is Richon Heights. Thank you for joining me. I know it's a short one today, but just had to get something on the book so you all know we're still here. Drop a comment down below and tell us what your favourite part of the video was. And if it surprises you as much as it does a lot of people about how good this area actually is and how close it is to the famed Armadale. Thank you very much for joining me. See you in the next one. And don't forget to tell me where you want to go next. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one.